All right, now let's connect DuckDB with MotherDuck and see some real cloud data in action. We'll start by logging into MotherDuck and taking a look at the sample tables that are already there. Then we'll set up our connection token. We'll use the environment variable method, which is the easiest way to make DuckDB remember how to talk to MotherDuck. After that, we'll test the connection to make sure everything is working. And once we're in, we'll run a few queries on the sample service requests dataset. For example, we'll check how many complaints there were each year, zoom in on some strange data, and filter for elevator issues in Manhattan. By the end of this lesson, you'll have MotherDuck set up and working, and you'll know how to query cloud-hosted data, just like you would with your local DuckDB, which is just awesome. Now, as we have seen, we have our sample data here, right? And this is where our NYC data is, and this is where our service requests table is. And now we want to attach this on our local DuckDB. It is actually very simple, although this is a bit different because, as you can see, this here is a shared database. So this is a share. You can find the link to this documentation here on GitHub. What we need to do is we need to attach this with a share URL. So we need to find our sample database for the service request, and this is actually attached then as a _share. So it looks a bit different than if we would attach a normal database that we created, but that's what we need to do. And this is actually very simple. So what I have done again is I went in DuckDB and loaded our elevator data DuckDB. And all we need to do is we need to now copy in here an attach command and say md column _share and then have our share here. Boom. And that is basically it. When we say here now show databases, we see this is our elevator data database that we've actually loaded. And also we see our sample data here as well. Right? And now we can just query it. So set up a query, the same query that we've done before with the order by the year. And then we run this and it will show us not just the 2024 data that we have, but the data from 2010 to 2023 and all complaints, not just elevator complaints, right? Because that has all the data. And as you can see, this is actually missing 2024 data, and the 2023 data looks a bit strange here. So let's look at what's going on here actually. So let's see our months from 2023. And let's just look at our data for the elevator complaints. And as you can see, there is actually not a lot of data here. That's just the first 3 months from 2023. So I guess the sample database that they uploaded to the MotherDuck share ends here at March 2023. And let's quickly look at Manhattan. Same thing, right? Manhattan ends here, and we see the elevator requests. How do they actually develop? So this is quite steady. Let's say 2016 stuff moved up here a bit. We're in the 4,000 range. Before we were 2,000, 2,900. So quite interesting to see. So quickly, let's look at our file again. How many complaints did we have in 2024? 2024 was actually as much as 2019. Oh, by the way, I just used the read CSV. We could actually have used our database, right? Because we have our elevator database here. But no matter, that's how it is. And now what are you doing if you don't need that database anymore? Very simple. You do a detach sample data, boom. And then you do a show again, show databases. As you can see, it's gone. That's it. Just to be complete, I want to show you another way how to connect with MotherDuck, but that is not recommended as this is opening a new connection and this is getting all the, or connecting to all the databases there. You could just do a DuckDB MD and then, as you can see, then all the databases are already connected. For instance, here the sample data database. But as I said, this is not the recommended way. Just open up DuckDB or connect to your local database and then attach the remote database so that you can also very easily detach it. And it's super flexible.